good and all dandy and everything's correct and nothing's coming up. Good and all dandy and everything's correct and nothing's coming up. Okay, cool. It's running. You pull chat up. It's running. You pull chat up. Oh, mute it. Mute it. So just okay. Cool. Alright. Hello everybody, and by everybody I mean the fact that nobody is here yet. But welcome to the Mulch Patch. Welcome back. And welcome back to West of Loathing. We're gonna get right back into the tales of Fitzgibbon Harcock. Oh, I forgot I left off here. Oh, that's lovely. Okay, cool. As you approach, the clown puts on that basically cheerful facial expression that retail employees use when the last thing they want to deal with is a customer, but they're not allowed to say so. I thought I turned that off. That's okay. Whatever. Welcome to Barnaby Bob's Perfectly Normal Traveling Circus Sideshow, sir. How can I help you? I'd like to see the circus, please. Well, you came to the right place then. But if you want to get inside, you'll need a ticket. And presumably you can sell me one? Well, certainly I can. That's my job after all. For you, sir, a ticket will cost 5,000 meat. Say what? Does it seem a bit high? I promise you, sir, at this price, it's a real steal. Well, you've got that right. Why is it so expensive? Well, now, this is no podunk little traveling circus. We've got rides, games, food, and an amazing demonstration of knife throwing skill by none other than Barnaby Bob himself. Tell me about this Barnaby Bob. Oh, the boss is a real master of knives, let me tell you. He does this amazing stunt where he gets a volunteer from the audience up on stage and throws knives at him. He never misses his target. Did you leave out the part where he puts an apple on the head or something? What? Oh, right, sure. Okay. I mean, but the food, I'm not really interested. I just kind of want to get out of this conversation. You aren't doing a very good job of selling me on this. Why, whatever do you mean? Attempt to outfox the clown. I don't know what that'll do, but let's try it. First, you ask for an outrageous sum of meat, and then you describe your circus in terms that make it sound distinctly cut rate. Well, now, if you really expect me to pay that much, you'd be doing your best to make it sound like a magical paradise. On the other hand, if it really is as chintzy as you describe it, you'd be asking a price cheap enough to overcome poor word of mouth. Which leads me to the conclusion that for some reason, you don't actually want to sell me a ticket. The clown starts to look nervous. Now, let's not jump to conclusions, friends. I'm just pulling your leg a bit, clowning around like we do. It's all in fun. So, the actual price is 500 meat. I could buy half a horse for that. Sure, but what are you going to do with half a horse? The circus is much more entertaining. Fine. All right. Let me just stamp your hand for re-entry, and there you go. Enjoy the show. What about my partner? Partners get in free. Thanks. What about my horse? Can I bring my ghost horse? You stroll into the circus. Actually, I guess it's more of a carnival, but let's not split hairs. And find it almost entirely deserted. There aren't more than a dozen other patrons beside yourself. There are a bunch of clowns around, working at the booths and so on. More clowns than customers, which is a little unsettling, but at least the lines won't be very long. Okay. Condemned until further notice. Wait, what? We encourage anyone suffering from horsebites to consult a doctor. Was your carousel made of real horses? Howdy, fella. Can I interest you in the wondrous and mysterious lives of the sideshow? Ooh, I clicked out of the game. What do you have in there? Secrets? Mysteries? Things too weird and disturbing to be witnessed by the light of day. Freaks? Not just freaks. How much does it cost? For you? 300 meat. And for everyone else? 300 meat. Nah. I'm good. I don't particularly want to be here. Why did I come here? I don't even remember what we were doing. What were we doing? I don't even remember your name. I think your name was Susie. They got quite a hoopla. Well, I thought it said, okay. A hoopla going on here. No kidding, I guess word gets around. Yeah, entertainment's a real premium in this neck of the woods. Yep, you want a balloon? Nah. Am I forgetting about anything? Susie says you told the professor you'd bring in. Okay. That's right. Right. Okay, I guess we can go back to Dirtwater then. Ooh. You spot a store on the horizon. Perhaps you could exchange meat for goods and services there. You discover a new map location. Button Willow's... Nope, Button Willow... McKitrick's store. Okay, we go there. It's on the way. What's up? The woman behind the counter stares at you with a huge grin on her face. She gestures at the goods she's got for sale. Take a look. Ooh, advanced bean craft. How much meat do I have? Oh my god, I forgot I have so much meat. Hell yeah, I'm gonna buy that. Hello, welcome. Welcome in. Welcome, 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 welcome. It's like the most unsettling welcome wagon. Just imagine like 10 people just saying welcome, 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 welcome every time you come into the stream. Need some needles, probably. I'm gonna buy them anyway. Desert, eating, and drinking. Yes! Yes, 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 yes. I want that. Okay. Tell that. I really think that's all I can get from you. Just walk into all the cactuses. Okay, where was I going? Oh yeah, Dirtwater. Your elf vibrato transponder starts making that bleeping noise that means either treasure or monster is nearby. It turns out to be a monster. Nuts. Fortunately, it doesn't seem to have noticed you. Kill it! I say kill it. Let's see. Ooh, hot damage, you say? Or I could throw a lava fava and do 20. What is this? Spooky damage. Yeah, what is that? Damn. Alright, we're back in Dirtwater. I don't remember what we're doing. Nope, I don't want to be in here. Try to fix him. That's why I needed a needle. You lift up the piano player's coat to reveal the hatch on his back that leads to his innards. It's locked, but it's not a very good lock. Pick the lock. I pressed the wrong button. Pick the lock. You pick the lock. You open the hatch and check out the machinery inside. There's obviously something wrong, given all the plinking and stronging and clinking noises coming out of the gears and stuff. It looks pretty complicated. I see what's wrong. Here, let me just stick my hand in this dude's back. That sounds weird. You recalibrate some springs and rearrange some gears, and the machinery inside starts operating smoothly. The music improves immediately. Nothing to do. Or nothing to it. Show him the helmet. Oh, that's right. He wanted the thingy. He wanted, like, the hat or whatever. His eyes light up. Well, one of them does. The other's kind of stuck in a perpetual squint. Does this belong to you? He takes the helmet from you. It takes him a moment to find his voice. It does. Long time ago. I don't suppose there is anything else. Where you found it? You mean this? Yeah, that's the stuff. Could I? I'm not sure you should, but I'm going to give it to you because I'm not going to use it. I'm just going to hoard it and never use it. He cracks the bottle open and drinks deeply. After a few moments, his demeanor changes entirely. He looks like a man 20 years younger. Would you like to hear a story? Do I want to hear a story? Sure. Ellsbury tells you a tale about a curious, frigid jungle where imaginary dogs live as the slaves of giant monkeys. Something about that story? You really lost yourself in it. Thank you, Ellsbury. He nods. If you ever want to express your gratitude in a more tangible way, you know the trick. He goes back to listen to the piano. Alright, I'm gonna leave you alone before you tell me another story about dogs being monkeys or whatever. I don't want slop. I had to do something else here, I thought. I fixed the piano player. Need anything else? Cool. Nope. Don't move. I get anything? Cool. Give her the pickle factory remains. It's the Garkin brothers, and please, I don't want to talk about it. It was really weird. I believe you. Looks like these things are still twitching. Better lock them up just to be safe. Did I kill them? I don't remember what I was doing last time. Oh, no. Well, I mean, they were technically dead anyway. But I brought them back. I don't want to talk to you. I just want to look at this poster. This should be the house in the desert, gang. Stop trying to talk to her. I just want to walk by her. Okay, Your El Vibrato transponder starts beeping. You follow it to a small outcropping of El Vibrato ruins in a nearby creek bed. Poke around. Oh, sweet. Alright, do I have the necessary stuff for this? I don't remember. Weigh your options. No. I don't remember how to get rid of the dog. Alright, what else did I need to go? Let me talk to Susie. Don't mind me like creepily coming up to you, Susie. Okay, what do you think we should do next? I don't want to do that yet. Rest in the desert. Spirit water. Military cap. Lazy A Dude Ranch. Okay. Oh, okay. That's right. I knew I had to do something else in Dirtwater. You happen across an abandoned crate which apparently fell off a wagon or something since the lid has been knocked loose. You know what that means. It's mine. All mine. Oh, cool. I thought it said I got fish. I was reading it too quickly. I need to go talk to the chef. Nope. Yep. I got you that saltpeter. Okay, the next thing I need is a certain kind of hot pepper. It's called murder pepper because it's really spicy. Because it literally has a knife and kills people who ask dumb questions. They grow in an area outside of town. You should be able to find one if you just wander around a while. Okay. I will go do that, I guess. Wander. You catch a whiff of something that makes your eyes water. You trace it to its source, a vividly colored red shape hanging from a scraggly little plant. This must be the southeast western murder pepper that feller at the jewel was talking about, or was looking for, whatever. Words and meanings. Your finger and thumb immediately start throbbing as you pluck the pepper. You toss it into your rucksack before it can do any more damage. Oh, that's kind of a hot pepper. I found a pepper. Okay, so if you're still looking for stuff to do, I need someone to go check my mail. I ordered a new saute knife, and I haven't got time to go fetch it myself. Here's the key to my post office box. Why can't you go yourself? You're not doing anything. You're just standing there waiting for me to bring you stuff. Open this box. I got a saute knife. Back to the chef. Why am I doing this for him? I could just go to the train. But if only I had an option to like give him his knife by stabbing it into him or something. It's like, here you go. Hold this for me. Here you go. Excellent. That'll work a lot better than this hammer I was using. Okay, I only need one more favor from you, but it's the most important. I used to have this recipe for a very secret jerk sauce, but my jerk friend, Dave J, stole it from me, and then he died and took the secret to his grave. Literally. I mean, he was buried with it. You want me to dig up his grave? He's dead. He won't mind. Where's he buried? In the Dave yard, naturally. Okay. I haven't been to the Dave yard yet. Dave yard. Continue. Don't get distracted. Oh gosh. Dig it up. Ooh. Just gonna steal all these people's stuff. Ooh. Too strong. Ooh. This is one of those things they have in mausoleums. You know, one of those big marble things with drawers full of skeletons. I kind of want to open it and fight a bunch of them. I know that's not really a good idea. But I kind of want to fight a whole bunch of them. I'm going to do that. Oh my gosh. Susie, since when do you do so much damage? Okay, leave him be. Oh, interesting. Didn't the guy say that his friend was buried here? There we go. You dig up the grave and pry open the coffin. Instead of course, it contains a garbage bag. Strange. Who's inside? You reach into the garbage bag and are surprised to find that's full of pudding. No, it's not just pudding. It's pudding and motor oil. Who would do this? Keep digging around. You finally manage to reach all the way to the bottom of the bag and retrieve a sodden lump from the bottom. You unglob the wad and dry it off, then wash your arm in a nearby ditch. This better be worth it. Dave's secret sauce recipe. Okay, back to the chef. You find a pair of saddlebags slung over a tree branch. Sends the letters on the property of Fort Aldead Library. Dig through the bags. Ooh. Oh, that's right. I literally bought those books and then I never read them. The hell is wrong with me? Advanced bean craft. Gives bean wall. Spell that will create a wall of beans that provides cover from range attacks. Ooh, interesting. I kind of like this. But I also kind of like this. I'm gonna go with this. Let's see. Bean wall. No, not that. I had another thing. Didn't I? I know I had another book. Am I blind? There we go. Sweet. Unfortunately, while practicing your techniques, you accidentally squeeze the book into book juice, which turns out isn't a real thing. So you were just like wringing out a book? Got that recipe? The one my jerk friend Dave J took? It was great. Yeah, I got it. Thanks a million. Now my slop will be world famous. Here, let me give you a little something for all your trouble. It fell into the slop, but it's still good. I got a sloppy chef's hat. All in a day's work. Is it good? No. Not compared to what I'm wearing. I don't have pants. Yeah, that makes sense actually. Okay, he didn't need anything else, so I can go now. Honestly, I'm just gonna go to the railroad camp. Maybe I'll go to the professor's house, but I'll check in with these guys first. He's too busy playing with his watch to get any work done. Ask him where he got it. Say, that's a nice watch. Where'd you get it? I bought it from this gal who runs a store down south of here. Name of Button Willow. Button Willow McSomething. Oh yeah, I know that store. Yeah, real nice store. Real nice watch. Okay. Oh god. That is a long word. Hold on. You approach the belaggard looking man with the tiny glasses. I'm sure I said that wrong, but that's fine. Can't speak anyway. Howdy there, who's in charge of this outfit? If I'm being charitable, I'd say that fellow over there in the white hat is the foreman. Points at the man next to the huge pile of rocks. And if you're not, then I'd say that paper-backed idiot over there in the absurd white hat is the fellow you're looking for. Alright, thanks. Hi, are you in charge? I was wondering if there's anything I can do to help. You want to know something? I love trains. Oh, ever since I was a little boy. Huge, magnificent, roaring iron beasts. They were magical to me, like dragons. When the opportunity arose to take on management of this rail line, I jumped on it like a shot. And you know what I learned? Organizing and building and running one of these operations is the most amazing pain in the ass you will ever imagine. You want to help? Congratulations. You're the new foreman. I'm going home to play with my models. Okay, then. I guess I'm the boss now. The man looks you up and down. Well, now, I suppose you can't be any worse than that last clown. Name's Smee. I'm your assistant. What's the situation? Well, we're sure you didn't miss seeing that giant pile of rocks blocking our path. The surveyors say there isn't any other suitable mountain pass. So we can't reroute around it, even if we had the months it'd take. Any ideas? Well, by my calculations, we could dynamite it clear without too much trouble. Problem is, it'd take a lot of dynamite. A whole year's worth, I figure. We used to keep that much on hand for emergencies just such as this one, but a pack of goblins stole it all. Sneaky little varmints. Alright, I'll get it back. I'll go steal some dynamite from some... I almost said trolls. From some goblins. I don't even know where you said. Over there. I want to go to see the professor. And then I'll get back on track, I promise. I will not get distracted. After this, I will not get distracted. I almost have enough for that. I don't have to go talk to the goblins if I get this. I kind of want to go talk to the goblins, but I also kind of don't. I'm gonna talk to the goblins. If I can't talk to the goblins correctly, then I'll come back, Dynamite Dan. I promise. Oh. Sound of gunfire draws your attention. Cautiously to where you find a goblin shooting a large pistol at some boulders. With the sound of gunfire and ping and ricochets filling the area, the goblin doesn't hear you approach. Talk to him. You are to excusing me? Oh yes, hello, what, hello? The rocks, why to shooting them? For practices, the cracks in rocks to shooting for a crack shot. I to seeing. This pistol, where are you getting that? I am making them out of things. To seeing it, can I? Oh my god, I feel it. Why am I able to read that so much more clear than I can read a regular sentence? Sure! You inspect the pistol welded together out of metal scrap and are frankly amazed that it fires. Can I, to suggesting? If you this rest removing a gun better to shooting, I am thinking. I am agreeing, only how to? I could probably to cleaning with a magic, but for a money. Sure, okay, I am having that. The only rust removal spell you know is designed for cleaning corroded cookware, but it works well enough. The goblin, delighted, gives you some meat. Cool. I have the goblin clean his stuff. Did I just get hot coffee from a plant? Good to see you again. Have you got those 5 piles of scrap yet? Yep, got them right here. I don't appreciate seeing that in my chat. Don't put links like that. It's rude. He ambles over to a strange contraption in the corner of the room and begins to tinker. Great. Now let me just... Yep, okay. This'll do the trick. Let me just get this running and then you'll be able to grab it. I've changed his voice like 3 times. You'll be able to grab a keystone from it. It'll take another 5 scrap for each one you need. Are you familiar with the Lost Dutch Oven Mine? Grim place, but that's where I found the chests for that fabricate. Oh my god, I can't do the voice and talk at the same time. For that fabricator. Wedged behind an unusual pile of rocks. Seems like a good place to start hunting. I don't really want to go to Lost Dutch Oven Mine. It sounds kind of gross. Thank you for banning that person. I appreciate it. Let's go here. No. No distractions. A fancily dressed goblin steps forward. Hi, hello, being a mayor. Welcome. Now going away, please. This goblin seems friendly, but blocks your entry into the gulch. Talk to him. Can I not coming in? Sorry, only for goblins being very private. This is not very nice. Don't you want to fostering better of human-goblin relations? I could being new human ambassador, and you could go human town. Being their goblin ambassador. Guessing that may be a good idea. Diplomatics, yes, okay. The mayor shakes your hand and starts working towards their water. Good. Wait, I can go in? You hear a quiet rustling as though a single goblin were rummaging through a crate filled with straw. I'm gonna leave it alone. Oh. They're all made out of cactuses. How many houses are here? Oh, this one's different. Oh. What does it say? Guard barracks. Cafe. Theater. Ooh. Oh. You listen at the door, but don't hear anything. Check out the inside. Looks like the door is locked. Pick the lock. Head inside. You enter what turns out to be a cafe and reconstruct a few cups of chicory from the leavings in various dirty cups and sinks. You stop to wonder why a cafe wouldn't be open at this time of day. You see a schedule posted on the wall, and sure enough, it says somebody named Jean is supposed to be working this shift. There always was a shiftless lay about that Jean. I don't even know a Jean. You're just assuming. You press your ear to the door and hear somebody delivering what sounds like lines from Hamlet, except in Goblin tongue. From this vantage point, you also notice a sign next to the door reading Backstage Entrance Hear It Being, with an arrow pointing to the back of the building. Head backstage. You sneak backstage and watch the play from behind a curtain. Not only is it a goblin version of Hamlet, it's also been rewritten as a one-man show. To being or not to being? Oh, that is a question. Not the question. A question. Could it better thinking to suffering and crazy things and arrows, or fighting so many bad things for stopping them because fighting? To dying, to sleeping, yay. Hey, dreaming, maybe, but oh, problems if dreaming crazy when living, what dreams having after dying. Wow, pretty weird, probably. You watch for a while. The bits where the actor has to do a sword fight with themselves was pretty entertaining. I felt like I was having a stroke reading that. There's a bed and a desk. It's made of cactus logs, with a blanket made of woven together cactus needles. That can't be comfortable. Check out the desk. The desk is strewn with folders. You notice one that says important secrets on it. Read the important secrets. You learn a variety of secrets, though the only one that's actually pertinent to your circumstances is that there's a spare key to the treasure cave in drawer 69105 in the storage hut. Okay, now that is information I can use. I like how it's called the red herring one. It's very funny. The shack is filled with thousands of tiny cabinets, each labeled with a number in Goblin. Look at the drawer. I'm glad I didn't have to remember that number. Okay, now we can go over here. And go in here. Yay! Oh. This goblin is paying more attention to their book, Goblet, than to you, but you're pretty sure you aren't gonna just be waltzing on by. You know what? I'm gonna be a jerk and I'm gonna spoil the ending. Hey, Goblet, good book. What thinking about how Goratio is only surviving one at the end? Everyone else dying. Poisoning, sword, bow, blam. I know. Wow. Spoilers. The guard runs out of the cave with their hands over their ears. Yay. This goblin guard is whittling a little wooden bird call, but they're not too busy to beat you up if you try to get past them. Well, I'm gonna have to fight him then. Oh shit. Oh shit, they're strong. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Yes. Can I use that? Oh, I can't. What is making them wet do? I don't know what that means. Use all the things at my disposal. Okay, now I go and bonk this guy. Oh, bye, Susie. Shit. No, I thought I selected the other one. Shit. Okay, I did not like how close that was. Ooh. And I got the year supply of dynamite. Okay, let's get out of here. Let me go up here. I know I said I wouldn't get distracted, and I know I said I would go back to the railroad tracks, but a burly, grizzled man in leather, well, everything, is busy peeling the skin off of a no longer recognizable animal. He looks up at you and growls, brandishing his skinning knife as if to say, bother me and you'll be next. And then, bother me and you'll be next. Yeah, I got that. Show him your skinning knife. Or watch him carefully. Show him my skinning knife. That's not a knife. Don't be stupid. They're both knives. So you're a skinner too, eh? Well, not professionally or anything. It's a hobby, I guess. All right, come over here and watch close. I'll show you a couple of tricks. Learn something. Ooh, infernal leather. I got demon cow leather. Is it you? Oh, and I got your weird, strange head sack hat. Oh, I haven't been upgrading stuff. What does this do? yeah, I wanted to look at the hat that the guy gave me. 4 muscle. Well, that one's better though. I still don't have any pants. Alright, let's go to the railroad camp. Now that I have the dynamite. Someone's left a bundle of dynamite on the ground. You approach it cautiously, verifying that it's neither wired to a detonator nor connected to an actively sparking fuse. What an odd and dangerous thing for someone to leave lying around. Take it. Oh! Just picking up some free dynamite in the middle of the desert. That makes sense to me. Because why not? Hi, Shmee. And it look fine, a year's supply of dynamite? The passengers are getting restless. Yep. Here you go. Good. Perfect. This do just fine. Hang back for a bit while I get the fellas to set up the charges, and I'll let you do the honors. Smee consults with the other workers, and they inspect the rocks for a time. Eventually, one of them shrugs, pushes the whole crate of dynamite up next to the rocks, and wires up a detonator. All right, let her rip. Do it. I jump for joy. Oh, that's right. I forgot about that thing. You know, I'm going to leave you guys on your own. I'm going to go do some other stuff. Hopefully level up a little bit, and then I'll come back, because I forgot about that thing. You hear a rustling sound and trace it to a small gulch nearby. Peeking over the edge, you see a goblin rustling around in the brush. Presumably, it's a gulch goblin rustler. Always kind of assumed that, referring to a different sort of rustling, though. It looks up at you and makes angry-sounding goblin noises. Charge it a rustling tax. Excuse me, you know there's a rustling tax levied on this gorge, right? You can't rustle for free here, bud. The goblin doesn't seem to understand, so you take a few minutes to communicate the concept with elaborate gestures. Eventually, the goblin pays you just to make you go away. Cool. I bothered somebody so much that they paid me to get rid of me. That's pretty darn cool to me. If you look at the mining equipment, you have no idea what any of this does. Susie? Ask Susie to explain it to me, or explain it to Susie. I'm gonna be an asshole. Hey Susie, what? I just wanted to tell you about this mining stuff. Okay, so this first machine here, this is an automatic kerf flattener. Susie stares at you blankly. Move on to the next machine. And this thing over here, this thing is used to extract bituminous meat and then crush it. Susie sighs. Keep going. And the stir machine, this is a black dust splitter. It converts gravel into asymmetric sulfur. You got a perk. Mindsplainer. What does it do? Oh, Susie rolls her eyes. Are you finished? Yes. Sweet. Give me that snack. It's a smelly snake. Or is it a hot snake? It's a hot snake. Wait, can I like... I can put this stuff on my... Yeah, I can put it on my hat. Whoa! Put that on my hat! You wrap the snake skin around your hat, and when you touch the ends together, there's a big spark that fuses the lip closed. Fuck yeah! Wait, can I keep adding it? Oh. But yeah, I kind of do. Come here. Pull them out. Fight the snake eggs. that all that was in here? It was just that? I think so. That was kind of lame. Gotta go to the old mission. Because why not? Off to the side of the trail, you notice one of those weird cacti shaped like coffee cups. Get some hot coffee. Can I eat anything else? Do I have room to eat? Yes. I don't like the sound effect of that. You eat the tongue, trying not to think about the fact that you are basically French kissing a cow as hard as possible. Speaking in tongues. Every time you open your mouth, you can hear the tongue you ate whispering from inside you. Ooh, it whispers. You feel a spike of pain in your stomach. That's so funny. I can like drink some alcohol. Ooh, drink it. Ooh. Spleen? How many potions? I don't have to. Oh. Sure, why not? Cool. Oh, I don't have enough. Can I upgrade my foraging? No. Or did I just get double that? Oh, I did. Ooh. So much stuff. Pew, 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 pew. I like that joke. That's a good joke. I didn't want to whack back out. That's not what I meant to do. Sorry, the catacombs are off limits. Aw, but I've always wanted to see a catacombs. Not without Sister Mary's permission, which she's the only other nun in here. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What's wrong, sister? They came back. They just came back and took them. I couldn't stop them. Whoa, slow down. Okay, what happened? Our holy relics. The saints just stormed up out of the catacombs and took them back. Wow. I didn't know what to do. I thought maybe they'd fire me if I tried to stop them. The gardener will be here any minute. What am I supposed to do? To start with, take a deep breath. Try to calm down, okay? What's your name? Hi, I'm Sister Mary. My name's Fitzgibbons. Now, what's this about saints? Our mission is to protect these 3 sacred relics. I'm the relic keeper. It's my specific job to look after them. Wait. Do they call you memento? She shows you a ruler she keeps tucked up her sleeve. No, they do not. Okay, sorry. What happened? The saints. Oh, it's horrible. They came to life somehow. They came up out of the catacombs, all skeletal and ghastly looking. I mean, it's probably blasphemy to say that, but I nearly fainted. And they took back the relics. Yes, and if they aren't recovered before the cardinal gets here, I'll be in so much trouble. How much time is there? Well, actually, he's months overdue, but it's probably not all that urgent. But still. Alright, I'll get them back for you. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, wait a second. Are you going to have to fight them to get the relics back? Because that's probably blasphemous too. I mean, probably. But if black magic brought them back to life, then that's, like, super blasphemous, right? So it evens out? Oh, dear. The cardinal's going to want a very long talk about this. But go ahead and do what you must, I suppose. Okay, cool. I'll see you a little bit when I beat up the dead of your stuff. This coffin looks like it was hauled down here fairly recently. Just gonna fight everything in my path. Freeze everything. That was a lot of spooky dabblage. The skull is whispering at you. That doesn't seem right. Listen closely. Just sounds like gibberish. Really creepy gibberish. It's an empty alcove. There's a little serial number written below. Oh, hey, this is where the skull you found goes. Put it back. Yay! Ooh. Pick it apart. I got a creepy whispering stone. That's probably a good thing. No, I didn't want to do that. I was pressing buttons too much and being all silly about it. I wanted to read the plaque that was there. Here lies St. Beefus. After he died, his body kept trying to rise to heaven, but it was so heavy it just kind of flopped around a bunch. They had to inter him in a big stone sarcophagus to put a stop to it. Gross. St. Beefus. Jeez, they really knew how to build heavy stone sarcophaguses back in the day. Open it up. You grunt and strain and force the heavy stone sarcophagus lid open. There's a skeleton inside. Holy crap, his bones are huge. Fortunately, he appears to be asleep. Wake him up. Nice. Okay. Give him some spooky damage. What's this? Here lies Santa Cortada. She was drawn and quartered by heretics, and then the quarter that had her head on it was beheaded. The dismemberment was so effective that nobody was able to get her body to stay together even after she was just bones. Spooky. Reassemble it. Oh, you're pretty sure you've got the bones assembled correctly. Fight them. Nope, at the very last minute the bones fly apart again. Seems like all you accomplished was making them angry. Rats. Oh, this is probably a mistake. Oh, shit. Ah, shit, dude. I'm gonna die. This is bad. This is very bad. That's not what I selected. Okay, thank goodness. Susie, I'm glad you're at least strong. My gosh. Here lies Saint Pope. He was excommunicated for impersonating a pope. There was some kind of bureaucratic issue, so they weren't able to unbeatify him. Weird. I am a pope. Seriously. Saint Pope stands... I can't read that word. He stands behind the pillar. He just keeps doing his pope gestures, ignoring you. How can someone look so smug without even having a face? The longer you watch him, the more he gets on your nerves. Aw, I can't insult him. I don't have enough moxie. Shit, dude. How much moxie do I have? How much moxie do I have? I got 4. Can I, like, eat something? Probably can't, right? Shit. Gotta see St. Beefus' bone. Do I have enough moxie now? No. I gotta have stuff that gives me more moxie. Got nothing? Ooh, okay, I have an idea. Give me this hat. Put the snake skin, the coal snake skin on this hat. Does that give me enough? Ooh, it does. It gives me enough. That was loud. Sleaze damage. Get bapped. Okay, I'm gonna change my hat back. I want my better hat. Ooh, I didn't mean to do that. Let me just cartwheel on over here. I saw an empty coffin just inside the catacomb door. Oh, don't worry about that. We're just storing that for an escape artist. An escape artist? Yes, he was taking his act on the road, but needed to lighten his luggage. So he gave us a generous donation in exchange for storing it for him. Okay. huh? You've recovered all the relics. Oh, praise be. Thank you. I'm glad to have helped, sister. I must reward you for your efforts, though. We don't have much, but I can give you this old censer. We don't use it anymore because Sister Penelope is allergic to the incense. Something censer. I understand the joke, but I don't know what that means. Okay, where do we have left to go? A lot of places. Lost Dutch Oven Mine. You discovered a new map location. Rescue mission. Wait, it looks like I could pour it. Like it. Gosh, a real life nun. Yes, I'm Sister Tabitha. I'm Fitzgibbon's Harcock. What's with the cots? Well, what with the cow attacks and so on, I felt my faith would be better served by running this place as a clinic rather than just a church. I also sell medical supplies if you're like your healing to go. Do you need any errands? Run or anything? Funny you should ask. I've been experimenting with the healing properties of a purple grass that grows near here, but I've run out. Would you mind picking some for me? It grows near a cave that makes an unusual humming sound. Oh, sure. I think I know that place. I'd like to buy some medical supplies. Increase your maximum HP by 10 for the rest of the day. Broken leg pills. Yeah, I would like some of those. I'm just gonna buy 10. I think that's a good number. Alright, I'll get going now. Humming cave. Sweet. This? Yeah. A rustling sound in the bushes draws your attention and you decide to investigate because that's probably what adventurers do, no matter how bad of an idea will probably turn out to be. The rustling turns out to be a goblin wearing clown makeup and practicing their cartwheels and mostly failing. Eventually they give up on tumbling practice and start repeatedly throwing a shiny metal ball in the air and catching it. Talk to him. Ugh. Wow, hello? Hello, hi, what are you doing? I am learning to juggle. No. I am learning a juggle. It tosses its single ball up in the air again, but distracted by the conversation, misses the catch. Okay, but why? A clown becoming, joining the circus, far away to traveling, far to traveling, and then to popping. Popping? No, never mind. Teach it to juggle. Better to juggling with more than one ball? Sorry, only one ball to having. You know who else only had? Alright, what? Where were you going with that? It's going to have, you know what? Never mind. What? You teach a goblin a simple levitation trick that makes a one ball juggling routine a little more impressive, and they thank you by sharing their lunch. Damn, that is kind of nice. It does decrease other stuff though. Here's your grass. Okay. Lost Dutch Oven Mine. Ugh. Why are so many goblins? Well, this is unusual. In this wooded area out in the middle of nowhere, a goblin has constructed a little lean-to with a rough wooden counter. It looks like something a kid would sell lemonade out of, except instead of lemonade, they've got a display of shiny bits of jewelry. Hello, many hello to you, good human. Are you having interest in a fine example of goblin jewelry craft? You look over the display of jewelry, which is usual goblin fashion and cobbled together from bits of scavenged materials. They're shiny materials, though, and charming in an outsider art kind of way. Did you yourself these to making? Oh no, mine skill is to selling only. These I am buying from goblin artisans and the savings to passing along to you, a customer. Ooh, I kind of want to rob him. Examine the merchandise. On closer inspection, most of the jewelry on offer is rubbish, but you do spot a few rings that are rather nice looking. The goblin notices your interest. Rings are 100 meat for buying. What's a tough looking ring? Goblin nail ring. What does that do? Oh, well, that's not good at all. Sorry. That's not good at all. Stench. Where is it? Here. Is this here? Stench resistance. I got pants. Nice. There's another spittoon. I don't know what kind of tobacco these miners are chewing, but it must be extra corrosive because this brass spittoon has a hole eaten through the bottom and dark stains underneath it where the spit leaked out. Although, oddly, it doesn't seem to be leaking now and it's half full. I guess the miners plugged the hole with something. Inspect it. It's a spittoon. It's disgusting. You can practically see the stink lines coming off of it. Come on, let's not do this. Inspect the spittoon. Ah, jeez. Fine. Okay. You crouch down and take a careful look at the filthy spittoon. The inside is blackened with years' worth of stains. The death broth inside has a rainbow sheen like a parking lot oil spill, and occasionally a little bubble pops on the surface. You can actually feel a slight warmth radiating off of it from whatever dire chemical reaction is taking place in there. You realize you're holding your breath, not deliberately, but from the human body's natural instincts for self-preservation. Inhale it. Huff it. Imagine someone made a big pot of chili con carne and left it under the porch. 3 rats crawled into the pot, ate half the chili, and then died. A week later, a family of cockroaches takes up residence among the writhing maggots. The cockroaches smoke thick black cigars, which they light with tufts of burning human hair. That is what it smells like. Search it. Why is the music so loud? I feel like it gets louder every time I open the game. Fortunately for you, the rainbow-colored film on the surface of the liquid coats your hand as you plunge it into the toxic stew, keeping it from being immediately dissolved down to the bones. The smell intensifies, and your stomach prepares to hose the poisons off of your arm with a high-pressure stream of vomit. Keep searching. Your fingers touch something at the bottom of the spittoon. Better pull it out fast while you still have something to pull with. Pull. You pull the world's most disgusting pair of pants out of the spittoon and jump back as the whole of the spittoon's bottom, now unplugged, begins to leak steaming filth. Congratulations, you are now the proud owner of the worst object I've ever been paid to think about, narrowly defeating a leather bondage harness made from the skin of a clown. Spit-soaked pants. Hooray! Oh, they're better than my pants. You emerge from the elevator into a deeper shaft. By the light of your lantern, you see exposed meat veins on nearly every surface. It's unusual that there would be this much readily available meat left in a working mine. What were they digging for, if not this? I don't know, but I'm gonna get stuff. Also, I gotta turn this down because, like, what the frick? This guy is totally out of it. He's gibbering and drooling and doesn't seem to even see you. Try to talk to him. You wave your hand in front of his face, but he doesn't react at all. Alright, well, I'll leave him be then. I will leave him to his devices. This pile was pretty obviously made on purpose. Closer inspection reveals that the stones are mortared together. What could be hidden in there? Magic the rocks away. Talk the rocks into leaving. That's funny. Mind over matter. Magic over rocks. Ooh, insert a keystone. Into the portal. Ooh. Oh. You bend over to examine the device and accidentally stub your toe on it. It hurts, but the box moves. It must be lighter than it looks. Take it. Ooh. Leave them for a second. Is this just a mining thing? Yes. This is bad. Oh, this is bad. Oh, this is very bad. Why? Why did the game just let me do that? I'm mad at myself that just happened. No! God damn it. I'm inputting too fast and it's like messing me up. God damn it. Dead. Shit. Oh, I'm not dead. Don't do anything. We're gonna leave. When did I get 7,000 meat? I don't know, but we're leaving. Yeah, we're leaving. I ain't staying here. We're back to this damn railroad camp. Well, Here's an unusual sight. An old boat out in the middle of the desert. If this were a beach, you could call it beached. But you can't call it deserted because there's someone in it. That someone is a skeleton wearing a helmet with horns on it. She looks pretty bored and is idly polishing the dragon-headed prow of her ship. You think maybe she's been here for a very, very long time indeed. Alive splaying her helmet at her. Your helmet is historically inaccurate, you know. Those helmets never actually had horns on them. That's a misconception that began when an archaeologist found a Viking buried next to drinking horns on either side of him and misunderstood. The dragon throws her helmet at you to make you shut up and go away. Sweet. I'm back, Smee. I'm ready to fight that big golem now. Ooh. There's a very large and very angry looking guy standing here. Apparently it's a little peeved at having a year's supply of dynamite blown up right next to its butt while it was sleeping. How are you gonna handle this? Outfox it? Hey listen, sorry about the whole dynamite thing. We didn't know you're alive-ish. Anyway, it's just as well that we woke you up because you picked a really bad place to nap. This is a pass through the mountains and it's a natural wind funnel, and that plus desert sands means this place would have been an erosion nightmare for you. You'd be worn down to nothing in just a few hundred years. You need to find somewhere on the leeward side of the mountain where you'll be protected from the wind. The creature seems to understand. It nods, it thanks, and treasures away. All in a day's work. Wow. Well now, that is as fine a day's work as I've ever seen. Much obliged, friend. We'll be getting the rest of the track laid down and head out now. Here, I'll mark our route on your map for you, in case our paths happen to cross again. Thanks, but can't I just ride the train? Got a ticket? Just kidding. Of course you don't. Everything on this treat's sold out. Sorry, boss. Okay. He's gonna leave me? Well, I can go west now. Let me talk to Susie. House of the Desert Bandits. Okay. So, let's go see the professor. And then I guess we'll go west. Go there now. You follow the cow tracks for 100 yards or so, after which they stop suddenly. There doesn't seem to be anything of interest nearby. Well, darn. Okay. What a mess. Cows did this to a guy? I reckon so, judging from these tracks, but, these tracks aren't quite right. What do you mean? They aren't spaced out right, and they're uneven. Okay, what does that mean? I'd say either the cow that made these tracks was drunk, or it wasn't a cow that made them. How do I follow in, like, the opposite direction? Okay, well, I'm going back to... Where was I going? Where was I going? Where was I going? The professor's house. Hey, Professor, I found a weird thing. I might have stuck it up my butt. Don't mind that. I just wanted to see how it would feel. Great, let's see. A marvelous find. This device makes batteries, or will once I fixed it. Batteries? Yep, the L Bradens power their portable equipment with little electric marbles, like the one I put in your transponder. I'm sure I don't have to tell you. A regular source of those will be incredibly useful. Key. That was useless to me. Okay, I don't know how to get through here without alerting everybody. Give the dog a bone. With a knick-knack paddywhack, you achieve your aim. The dog begins contentedly gnawing the human femur. Good for him. Yes. The hinges on this gate are really rusty. If you open it, the bandits inside are definitely going to hear them and rethink this. Don't I have oil? Do I not have oil? Sir, were you over here? I thought I had oil. Actually, yeah, I could have sworn I had oil. Yeah, can of kerosene. Well, it's kerosene. I don't imagine that would help fix a squeaky hinge. So let's go. Let's go to dirt water. Oh. Came across a horse trying fruitlessly to figure out how to use a pair of binoculars. Those aren't for you, buddy. The horse reluctantly agrees, trots off, leaving the binoculars. Grab them. Cool. I don't have any. God damn it. Okay, where... Maybe Bone Willow has oil? Off to one side of the trail, you see a covered wagon and a small family of settlers who look upset. You folks okay? We're on our way to Dirtwater, but our wagon went and broke down on us. That's rough. You're liable to get attacked by bandits out here, or snakes, or coyotes, or ghosts, or other things that basically live exclusively on stranded travelers. Isn't there something you could do to help us? Nah. Do you have oil? Yes. I'm gonna take that. Why that too? I'll buy that too. Because why not? Okay. Where was I when I needed that? I needed it down here. Okay, should be able to grease this up now. Oil the hinges. Use the last of the oil in the can on the rusted hinges. The gate swings open easily and silently. I just poured the whole can of oil on it. Lock them in. I'm glad I just bought that lock. You quietly lock the door from the outside. You definitely got the upper hand at this point. What's your next move? Travel to Dirtwater. Toss out your weapons. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's not what I say. Damn it! I wanted them to toss out their weapons. I pressed the wrong button. Yay, they're all alive. Well, the living ones are anyway. Nice. You find a crate lying by the side of the trail. Its lid knocked loose. Alright, I don't know if there's anywhere else that we have to go. I want to go back up here and see if I can do anything with the hooves. And then... yeah. Someone's left a bundle of dynamite on the ground. Cool. Alright, let me see this. All the tracks. Go the opposite way. You head in the opposite direction for about half a mile and discover another campsite, this one occupied. You observe the campers carefully from a distance before approaching. Considering that they're dressed as rodeo clowns for some reason, you're a little hesitant about approaching at all. Ugh. There doesn't seem to be a rodeo anywhere nearby. Why would they even do that? Approach the camp. Howdy cows. Or howdy cows. Howdy clowns. This rodeo clown is playing a harmonica. The tune he's playing basically goes doot doot doodle little doot doot doo doo. It looks like he's playing a carrot. Howdy, stranger. Howdy? Do you know anything about a wrecked camp nearby? The clown with the meat chuckles quietly. Somebody's camp got wrecked? Well, that's terrible. Whatever happened? Well, it looked like the work of cows. Oh, I think you know what happened. The harmonica falls silent, and the clown's eyes grow very cold. He stops toying aimlessly with his knife. Well, now, I don't much care for that. Use a tone in your voice, mister. What I mean is, surely you must have heard the cows attacking. You know, now that you mention it, we did hear quite a ruckus coming from not too far away. A lot of, you know, mooing and so on. Right, boys? You guys know a lot about cows, right? Now, why would you assume that? Just because we're clowns? Well, I figured it comes with the territory. It's been a good 20 years since a rodeo is an actual thing, you know. So why do you dress like that? Dress? Oh, well, it's traditional after all. Isn't it inconvenient? How do you mean? The makeup and the baggy... nah, well, it must be hard to talk to people when they're all creeped out. Oh, do you think we're creepy? He leers at you, showing yellow teeth. In the flickering light of the campfire, they almost look pointed. Hey, relax, partner. That's just old stories getting you worked up. You mean the old stories about how demon cows and demon clowns war against each other in hell and rodeo clowns dressed like that because the rodeos were sort of like reenactment of those battles? You've done your homework. So what do you think? Are demon clowns real? Well, I guess maybe. The demon cows turned out to be real after all, so why not the clowns too? The clown smiles, but his eyes are hard. It's sensible to keep an open mind. But you know, stranger, if clowns did turn out to be real, this could be an awful, awkward predicament you find yourself in right now, couldn't it? I'll just be going now. Oh, there's a specific conversation I want to do with him. I'm gonna fight him. Awkward for you, clown. Oh dearie dear. Well now, you go and say things like that, you know we can't let you leave here alive, right, stranger? Bring it, freak show. I don't like the giggles. I don't like the giggles at all. Can I do a bean? And I'm gonna do spooky damage. Why did I do that? I knew that there was a frickin' thing there. Okay, well that's not what I wanted to do. Bye-bye, clowns. You poke around their campfire for a bit, but don't find anything of value apart from the leader's knife and a ticket to the circus. Well, the harmonica maybe, but that clown had his lips all over it. Ugh. Got a clown knife. And a circus ticket. You also find a note in one of the lead clown's pockets. Ew. Seems to be orders to check out an abandoned tannery not far from Dirtwater. It's probably a bad idea to let these guys wander around near town, so maybe you should investigate. You spot a small cottage on the horizon with what looks like a work table in front of it. Ooh. Silver bullets. Oh, I don't got safe cracking. Here's a spittoon, though. A spittoon. At least it looks like a spittoon, but it's next to the bed. It might actually be a bedpan. Investigate. What, really? I mean, if it is just a spittoon, that's bad enough, but it might be a bedpan, and that would be way worse. Investigate it. I feel like maybe you aren't getting what I'm saying. We're talking about an object that someone probably uses when they wake up in the middle of the night and can't be bothered to walk to the outhouse. And the best you can hope for is maybe they only use it to spit nighttime tobacco juice into, in which case it's only full of rancid congealing tobacco spit. I'm investigating it. Are you even listening to me, or are you just sort of skimming past the text? Bedpan. Look, I'm pretty sure there's treasure in there, and you aren't stopping me. Bedpan. Shut up. I'm digging my hand around in there, and I'm gonna go get it. Okay, fine. Have it your way. Your own filthy, disgusting way. It turns out to probably not be a bedpan, but it is definitely a spittoon, and it is definitely filled with rotting brown spit. Fish around in it. What is wrong with you? Bite me. Oh, good God. Okay. You plunge your hand in up to the wrist. It makes a gloop noise and breaks the thin skin of congealing toxins that was previously keeping the dire smell in relative check. Now you are choking in a miasma of oily, bitter chaw stink. You know that feeling you get when you're about to puke? How you get that taste way back in the rear corners of your mouth? That metallic tang by the root of your tongue? Like you're sucking on a corroded old penny? Just tell me what I found already. You found a filthy, slime-covered old brooch. Are you happy? I bet you're going to put it on without even washing it first. Maybe I will. So there. Actually, what are the stats on it? Ew. Wait, where does it go? My lapel? Oh, my lapel is this. Yeah. Yeah. You happen across an abandoned crate. Yeah. It sounds like there's a lot of fighting going on inside the tannery. Except instead of the regular fighting sounds you're used to, like shouting and gunfire and chairs being broken over people's backs, you hear a lot of ghostly bellowing and shrill cackling laughter. Sounds like a real bad scene, in other words. Enter the tannery. Oh gosh. As you enter the tannery, the second thing you notice is that the place has been abandoned for years. Probably since the cows came home. A lot of the equipment is wrecked and all of it has covered in dust. The first thing you notice is that there are a bunch of rodeo clowns in here fighting with, well, they aren't cows anymore exactly. They're more like the possessed skins of cows. That's a little strange because you've seen people wearing, for example, cow leather chaps, and you've never seen anyone being attacked by their chaps. Maybe there's something about the tanning process that makes leather impervious to possession, and these ghost cow whatevers are untanned hides. In any case, the clowns and cows seem pretty preoccupied enough with their fighting that they haven't even noticed you. At least, not yet. Just gonna go this way. I'm gonna join the fracas. True to form, the clowns who were on your side in that fight betray you. Damned clowns. Feels kind of strange to be fighting alongside demonic clowns, but I guess war makes strange bedfellows. Please ignore the fact that I just used demonic clowns and bedfellows in the same sentence. Bring it on. Give you old smacky smack. I didn't like that. Oh boy, oh geez. This is not a good situation to be in. You quickly hide behind some old tanned hides. Huh. Is that why they're called that? There are 3 clowns out there, each armed with a nasty looking knife. One of them is licking his knife, and the sound makes you think maybe he's literally sharpening the blade on his tongue. They are facing down 2 of the stretched hide cows, and a monstrous thing that looks like an entire cow skeleton draped in a flayed cow skin. I bet you lot think you're real clever breaking through to the human plane. Did you think we wouldn't follow you? Moo. Did you think you'd find a weapon here to use against us, or are you just trying to escape? Moo. What? You take that back. What'd you say about my mother? None of them seem to have noticed you. It looks like you could sneak back through the door if you're careful. Nah. When they see you, the clowns and cows stop hissing and mooing and posturing at each other. Hey, who the hell are you? Candygram? Uh-oh. No! God damn it. Sort yourself. All my stuff. I gotta eat it all over again. Okay. Back up to, like, decently leveled now. Alright, what do I want to do? Okay, I'm going back to that spot. I'm gonna go fight them damn cows and clowns. You know what I'm gonna do actually? No, because this one can take 3 hits. Gosh. He's a strong ass cow. How do you whiff the cow? It's a cow. It's huge. Like, geez. Smacky smack. And you're dead. Wait, what? What? All that for nothing? Oh. Yeah, it's dead. And we gotta kill the clown. Okay, that should be good now, right? Because all the clowns are dead. As you ride along the dusty desert trail, you feel a change in the air. This area is thick with mystical bean energy. You orient your mind along the axis of powerful magnetic bean field and follow it to a cave. A sign out front reads the Great Garbanzo's Secret Hideout. Fellow bean wizards, welcome. You discover a new map location. Check it out. So, howdy, Susie. You know, we're right about in the middle of a territory. Back when the cows came home, this is right about where the first reports came from, like ground zero. Yep. There was a big ranch that was the first one to go. Seems like a pretty, like an obvious place to check out. Yeah, for sure. Can I cook now? Bean iron skillet. What's my offhand? What do I have in my offhand right now? The brooch. No. What's in my offhand? Not my filthy porcelain cow. That stays. Okay. I think I'm gonna stop there. Little bit of a shorter stream, but you know what? That's okay. I feel like I got let down that time. And I only died for the first time, which is good. But I would leave it there for now. So, bye-bye. Bye-bye from the mulch patch. Bye-bye, bye-bye.